Namaste, everyone. Welcome back to a new episode of Insure Pulse.
Hello, all. We're happy to have you with us again.
So, today's topic is one that many businesses are aware of but don't always pay close attention to.
True, but that topic is becoming increasingly relevant now, especially for MSMEs.
So, what's this we are talking about today? Data?
More specifically, what it means is to manage customer data in a world where regulations have become much stricter.
Your customer data can be one of your most valuable assets.
And at the same time, it can become one of the biggest risks.
Yeah.
Unless it's handled correctly.
One way to start off is by understanding the Digital Personal Data Protection Act or the DPDP Act. It is quite important.
We're too small for this to matter, is something we hear quite often.
But you should know, this risk is not constrained to large corporations.
Exactly. It also applies to any business that collects or processes personal data.
Yes, that's because today, risk is not about how big your business is.
It is about the kind of data you hold and how exposed it is.
Yes. I was actually speaking to someone recently who shared an interesting situation.
Okay, tell me more.
So, their friend was running a regional grocery app,
Mhm.
fairly established, around 50,000 users, growing steadily.
That's a decent scale.
Yes, and everything was running smoothly until a small bug in their app exposed customer phone numbers and addresses.
Oh no. Earlier, it might have been treated as a minor technical issue, but now?
Yeah. Now, under current data protection requirements, they had to formally notify the Data Protection Board.
And inform every single user affected too, right?
Right. That is really where things started to get complicated.
Of course. From what I know, the process needs to be handled very carefully, both legally and technically.
You're right. They had to bring in legal experts to draft the communication and at the same time conduct a forensic audit to identify the issue and confirm it has been fixed.
All of this added up quite quickly, huh?
It did. I remember hearing that it cost them around 12 lakh rupees within the first week itself.
Oh, and that was before any discussion around penalties began?
Yep. That was before any discussion around penalties begun, which is important to understand. The immediate strain comes from responding to the situation. Fortunately, they had some level of preparation in place.
They did. What was it?
They had opted for a modular cyber insurance cover,
Mhm.
which meant they could access a response team almost immediately.
That's relieving to hear. It means that the lawyers, IT specialists, etc., everything was coordinated through the policy.
Yes, and the costs were taken care of.
Mhm.
The business was able to stabilize quite quickly.
That makes sense. Without the support of a modular cyber insurance cover, the outcome could have been very different.
Totally. Learning about this really changed my outlook towards data protection.
I feel the same right now. Because while fines sound intimidating, it is the cost of managing the situation that affects businesses first.
Agreed. Especially for MSMEs that are managing tighter cash flows.
This also reminds me of this small SaaS startup I had read about recently.
Oh, what was it?
Yeah. So the startup was essentially just a 3-member team building an HR tool.
Very lean setup.
Yes. And like many others, they assumed cyber threats were mostly directed at large organizations.
Ah, the good old we don't need to worry assumption comes up quite often.
It does. But in their case, an automated ransomware attack found its way into their system.
I hope it wasn't one of those ransomware as a service setups.
You guessed it. It was exactly that. Their database was locked and they were asked to pay around 5 lakh rupees to regain access.
Oh, that must have been quite a shock.
It was, especially when they realized that their system contained sensitive personal data belonging to their clients' employees.
For them too, the implications went just beyond their own operations then, didn't they?
Yes, it affected trust as well.
So, how did they manage it eventually?
They had cyber insurance with an emergency support feature.
Good. That would have helped.
It did. The insurer's team stepped in, handled the negotiation, and supported the data recovery process.
So the financial impact was contained?
Yes, and more importantly, they were able to get back to business without a long disruption.
These situations was something.
Hmm.
But I noticed Both made a clear point,
Yes, they did. If you hold data, you are exposed in some way.
and that does not depend on the size of your business at all.
Exactly. Threats never distinguish between a large company and a small one.
They just care to attack. That's why preparation is important.
It is, and it doesn't have to be complicated.
True, it can be as simple as a modular cyber insurance. With the number of threats increasing day by day, it is becoming relevant.
Yes, instead of large complex policies, businesses can choose specific coverage based on their needs.
Yeah, there's a cover for legal expenses, forensic audits, incident response.
They are all structured in a way that feels manageable, often similar to a monthly commitment.
Also, it makes it easier to plan for.
Yes, and moreover, easier to integrate into day to day operations.
So, if we step back and look at it simply,
The question is whether your business handles personal data.
and if it does, how prepared are you to deal with the situation if something goes wrong?
Because in many cases, it is not the incident itself, but the response that defines the outcome.
That's something worth thinking about.
Yes. To understand how cyber insurance can support your business in this space, visit www.mahindrainsurancebrokers.com.
Thank you for tuning in.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Take care.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.